So listen, we a couple of things I want to talk to you about. We talked about The Irishman. It's always good to talk movies with Colin. But I gotta tell you a little story about me and you that you probably don't remember. And this is one of the many reasons I respect you as an artist. In about 2001, you did the Stern Show when I just started there, and you sat in for the news. And we went to the Brooklyn Diner and got a $400 breakfast there. Colin was always with the biggies at the Brooklyn Diner. Me or Jerry Seinfeld or Stuttering John. Always getting a polenta at the expensive diner. But we went there a lot. So we sat there and we were talking about the state of the business, show business at the time. And you said something to me and you stuck to your word. You said, I'm never auditioning for somebody else's material again. I'm never doing it. Because you don't know what their vision is. I'm not talking about guys like Sandler, your friends, who just say, I need you to be in a movie. Right. I'm talking about, you said, who knows, some asshole kid has a project who gets hot for 2 seconds, and you go in there, and it's their work, you're trying to interpret it. I'm not doing it anymore. I'm going to write my own shit and just do my own shit. Yeah. And what you have mastered is, you've really mastered the one-man show, I think, in many ways. I mean, the first one-man show I saw you do on Broadway was An Irish Wake.
Mom and
this is where we really bonded because did you see that, Jimmy? I always told you about it because I pray. Unlike the rest of America,
I didn't really know you then.
I'm saying you didn't have to know him.
And I'm half Irish.
Did you know John Stamos when you saw How to Succeed in Business? Without really.
Did you see it?
Did you? No, not probably. Big musical. No. But what I'm saying is, I knew you a little bit. And I loved you. But then I see this Irish Wake, and I go, this guy's on another level. You did it on Broadway. Lorne Michaels produced it. Right. And I saw that 3 fucking times. I saw it with a chick I was dating. I saw it with my mom and sister. I took them to see it, and they fell in love with it. And I saw it by myself. I was passing by.
That's an honor, man. That's an honor.
I saw it by myself. It's so fucking funny and poignant, and a Neil Young song at the end. I remember talking to you about that. And then, so this thing happened at the Brooklyn Diner after, and I remember saying, yeah, dude, do it. I could watch you do that stuff all the time. And now, so explain your process with a little bit with the one-man show. Like, you know so much about history, like the Constitution stuff and the book you're writing now. Like, you sit down and you go, how does that happen?
Well, like I went to, I'll write down, like stand-up wise, I'll just be interested. Like, I'm interested in whatever's going on right now.
A great bit you did recently, I saw you at the Cellar, is about how human resources are like the mafia now.
Oh, yeah,
Anybody bothering you? Anybody? Like the human resources people at work are just like, they got such power now.
They have such power, it's crazy. Yeah. But that's, so right now, people think like this is normal. You know what I mean? So throughout history, I was like, we feel like everyone now is brainwashed, right? Like you see, like people say, this is the way you're supposed to speak. This is what works. This is evolved behavior.
Right.
But I'm saying, no. Since time began, when people were doing the witches, they had the same mentality. Slavery, same mentality.
Sure.
Cigarettes, same mentality. So it's all about, now the show's called The Wrong Side of History. So it's about how everybody thinks that they're evolved when human nature never evolves. It's just other stuff evolves around.
Right. So how is that dangerous, though? People think, like, in other words, like, the world is really lopsided money-wise right now. You got these people like vulture capitalists, venture capitalists, guys who don't work and make money. And they do get this godlike thing where I'm more evolved than you. It's like an elitist thing.
Of course.
And when we're really just the same jerk-offs we were 1,000 years ago. Right.
Yeah.
And that's what the wrong side of history is.
So the wrong side of history is just thinking that somehow we're going to be, that somehow, like...
We got this.
We got the answers now.
Right.
Like, we understand what human nature and what the problem. It's just another. So now the people that have the power to code would be more in charge than the people that have the power to shoot an arrow or whatever. You know what I mean? It's
absolutely. Exactly. So, again, if you, like, with the way technology is, I say this all the time. Did anybody in this room go to high school with someone who was smart enough to invent the fucking iPhone?
No.
I mean, how big is Asia? I mean, the smartest kid in my high school, the most impressive thing he could do was fart Whole Lotta Love by Led Zeppelin.
Me too.
I mean, an iPhone. An iPhone, that's like black magic. And I could understand where these tech guys could think, maybe I'm God.
Of course.
And but the Industrial Revolution just as impressive.
I
You
don't
know,
know if it's just like what your point before is like, but the guy who invented like radio is actually more impressive than an iPhone if you think about it, because no one was able to communicate.
And the idea of a
and then-
picture. I mean, you know,
I was impressed by a digital watch in the early 70s. I mean, you know what I
Mike
mean?
doesn't
It's
eat turkey,
not
so
much.
he's smarter than us.
Can I ask Colin one question?
Well, go
dying
right
to ask
ahead. I'm
about
sure he's
this.
dying for that.
Colin, how long have they known that Columbus?
Who's they? The blacks?
No,
How
no.
did you have a guy that also? Go ahead.
How long do you think people have known that Columbus was a fucking bloody pirate and just hid it from us?
I think since the day Columbus sailed.
Yeah,
I mean, no, I'm saying like years ago when we grew up, everybody's like, "Oh, Chris is a hero."
I've never
blah,
seen
blah,
Colin
blah, blah,
confused
blah.
by a question.
but well, I mean, look, Columbus was an explorer. That's what explorers did. I mean, it's not like
They
get
weren't
there.
like the perfect people.
Yeah, they weren't going to go in and go, listen. And they always, the other thing about Columbus, they always say, like, there was a little pushback. It wasn't like he just walked in and started slicing people.
Right.
They were like, hey, who's this asshole? Fuck him. He's like, oh, fuck me, fuck you.
Again, these were business people. This was about
Yeah.
money.
Yeah.
You know, and slavery. Look, what Jew accountant's going to go? That slavery's not it's a great idea for the business because it's
Right.
free work.
Yeah.
You know, and but Columbus was, you know, again, it was 1492.
Yeah.
It was a different
There's that
attitude.
mindset, I know.
Yeah, I
It's
don't
like
think
that great
Trevor Noah was on at that point.
It's a great scene at the end of Apocalypto.
Yeah.
Remember?
Oh, Mel Gibson.
They're all fighting. It's such an internal, like,
Yeah.
You're caught up in it too.
Right.
And then suddenly they get to the beach and like, oh shit, what's this? It's like, hey, guess what? We're
Yeah.
gonna take this to another level,
Yeah,
buddy.
yeah. I mean, listen, greed and stuff like that. I mean, once you get $1 billion, what I mean, like, start giving it away or something. I always tell this about. I had every vice on the planet, and I didn't make Allen Iverson money,
Right.
and I had jerk offs in my life who were hangers on. I had gambling, hookers,
Right.
cocaine, heroin, and I never really ran out of money. Like,
Right.
how do these motherfuckers? You know, if you got $1 billion, start. I don't know. You don't have to help the world, but
But doesn't Bill Gates give most of it away?
yeah, I'm saying, but there's
I always
guys.
felt bad for his kids.
There's guys.
They're like, hey, Dad,
Well, look
relax.
at
His kids
Warren,
are only getting a little.
or
portion.
Warren,
yeah.
That's what I'm
yeah,
saying.
Warren Buffett
Tiny
does.
amount.
What's
But
that?
why Warren Buffett does, right?
does.
But why doesn't Jimmy Buffett? I mean,
Yeah.
he's got enough.
Warren Buffett's humble act is starting to get on my nerves. by
Yeah,
the
well,
way.
yeah.
It's
Sometimes
like I'm
I
just a
think
homespun guy.
I think he just wants some of that 60-year-old pussy.
Wow, that's too old. That's old. It's
Well,
old.
he's 111. That's the joke. That's young pussy. By the way, this is what Mike Buschetti has to read today.
Oh, it's going to be easier.
Look at the size of these letters. And Colin saw him look at him. Mike goes, oh,
Yeah.
sorry, Mike.
That's okay. No worries.
He's here for the